get any bigger than that.
Oh, where's my music phone at? Hey, Wiz put star power on Apple Music. Cool.
Let's go. He needs money.
Right.
It's a good play, though. You just hold on to stuff until you're like, all right, I can re-release this.
Yeah, hell yeah. For sure.
Do.
No shit, I guess I should post a new stream.
He says not currently. To post the new stream, I think.
Yeah.
Pre-game 12-5 Arizona Cardinals against the 11-6 Seattle Seahawks from State Farm Stadium. It would be nice to know where the Super Bowl was. They never ever tell you, though, until you're in the game.
Damn.
Or if you're playing, I mean, it'll say at the bottom.
Yeah, right. Oh, back. Cool, you're hurt. All right, go to holler at you.
Yep. Welcome to State Farm Stadium here from Glendale, Arizona, the site of the NFC Championship game and the second game of our doubleheader between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Thomas Jones IV, and I am pleased to be brought to you here as the first half of the Super Bowl has been figured out. We have the Cleveland Browns representing the AFC. And now it's time for a grudge match between two NFC West rivals to determine the second spot. Those of you that are not familiar, Coach Lon, Coach Icy play each other twice a game every season. This Madden, Arizona, the only team to win this division more than once, as it had an NFC East of real life type of feel to it, where it was the revolving door of division champions. And again, the only division this Madden where all four teams, let me think about that. If the Bengals won the Division I Madden, which he probably did, then the AFC North's the other one. But anyway, Tyler Algier will begin as this drive will start from the 25 and goes backwards. And both sides of the game are going to be fun to watch, but particularly this Cardinal offense against the Seahawk defense, as the Cardinals have had the best offense in the league all season. Kyler Murray putting up astronomical numbers in the regular season and in the postseason, as they have breezed through their opponents to this point. Took out the Giants in the wild card round, and then a statement victory over the Eagles in Philadelphia against the former Super Bowl champion. And for Seattle, a very interesting route as well. The wild card blowout victory over Tampa Bay, and then the second round in the divisional, taking out the arguably the favorite to repeat, as JD's back-to-back run continues to be the last one we've seen, as the pass is caught that time by Terrace Marshall, 5 more yards, which will give Seattle the first opportunity to get off the field here. 3rd down and 7 in the early one set of the NFC Championship game. Third down. Kyler Murray will call play action. Buy more time, looks sideline, and it's incomplete. He's looking for Marshall again, and the Cardinals will have to punt the ball away. Presley Harvin III, former Pittsburgh Steeler punter, will send this away. And Brian Burnham on the other end to return it for Seattle. He works to the right sideline, spins. Now has bought himself some time and runs out of that at the 27. First possession today for Seattle, and it will be Nathan Rourke, who is tasked with the opportunity to get Seattle to their first Super Bowl of this Madden and a chance for Coach Icy to win ring number 2. Again, we'll see some interesting decisions between these two teams. They know each other very well, as Rourke will start this drive from the 27, hands it off to Kenneth Walker. And when I say they know each other very well, I think most people would have given up about 10 yards on this play, but the Cardinals are able to get it in the backfield and keep Kenneth Walker from finding anything to get away. And that's going to be the key. Number 9 is the engine of this Seattle offense, and if you can make them one-dimensional, as hard as that sounds, again, any team, you make them one-dimensional, you give yourself a better chance to win. But especially a team that has balance, you take that balance away. As this pass is caught by Noah Fant. Former Denver Bronco, played his college ball at the University of Iowa with his first reception, and we will be calling his name a lot today. And we see he was working on Isaiah Simmons, a man who made some beautiful plays, including that 99-yard pick 6 in the divisional. Penalty flag flies as Walker's taken down at the 40, presumably a hold, and it is. Left tackle taken down for a holding penalty. And now this drive backs up to the 27, where it'll be first and long. Rourke, plenty of time in the pocket. Will dump it down, caught by the backup tight end. I believe that is Bourbon. Bonham, excuse me. As that'll be a gain of about 6. And it makes the first and 20 not as bad. Second down and about 14. Second down, give goes to Walker, and he weaves for first down yardage. Still going. Stiff arm breaks him loose, and he is gone. 67 yards, and he does the Marshawn Lynch dive to put an exclamation point on it. My goodness. And ironically enough, the last Beastquake that happened in this building, same thing. Marshawn Lynch went crazy, and a little baby quake this time from Kenneth Walker. 7-0 Seattle. And to my recollection, I think this is the first time Arizona has trailed in these entire playoffs. So now we get to see what Kyler Murray is made of here, facing a mini form of adversity early on in the NFC Championship game. Cardinals went 3 and out on that first possession. Motion man is Al-Jair. That's the direction they'll go, and the Seahawks are all over it. Loss of a yard. And on Al-Jair's first reception of the day, the Seattle Seahawks didn't let him get away. Looked like Fleming was the first one to the running back. And that'll be second down. Murray looking to the left of your screen, complete. Michael Pittman breaking tackle, still on his feet, and finally dragged down to the turf at the 42-yard line. The throw that you just saw from Kyler Murray I think that's been the evolution of this Cardinals offense. They've found abilities to throw that football in the tight windows with Kyler Murray's arm. And he makes some of those throws that a lot of quarterbacks in our league try to make that don't make. And that's been the biggest difference for this offense this season. Murray again, buying time, wide open. It's his man, Trey McBride. And both teams utilize the tight end well, as McBride is inside Seattle territory. And back-to-back first downs for Arizona. New set of downs for the Cards at the Seattle 39-yard line. Al-Jair up the middle, and he'll find about 5 yards for his trouble to the 34-yard line of Seattle. The NFC Championship game here from a sold-out State Farm Stadium, Glendale, Arizona. Second down from the 34. Murray, buying time, rolls, throws back middle, and delivers a strike to Gabe Davis for another Cardinal first down. They don't tell quarterbacks to throw back across the middle unless you know what you're doing, and you see Kyler gearing up for that one as he finds number 8, who has been one of the most underrated players in the NFASL this season. Gabe Davis leads in almost every statistical category when you look at it from a per-game approach, as he's been a big cog in the Cardinal passing game, along with Michael Pittman, of course. Looking for Davis in the end zone, then he dropped it, and it's intercepted. My goodness, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I'll take partial blame for the announcer jinx, too, after I was talking about how well he's done for them. But, man, in the back of the end zone, high pass, I believe, and maybe too tall for Gabe Davis. No, he got both hands on that. Yeah, that's inexcusable if you're number 8. And Jamal Adams, who's the opportunist of a safety, he takes it out of the end zone, and he was taken down to the 3-yard line, so maybe a little bit too excited, as the touchback would have put you at the 20. There's a trap play for Kenneth Walker, and he is hit and met with a downhill force. And as I like to say, 9-on-9 crime right here. Isaiah Simmons laying the law at the 8-yard line. So, tough start for Arizona. First drive was a 3-and-out. Last one ends with that bizarre interception. And again, not Kyler Murray's fault. That's a pass that you expect Gabe Davis to catch. And he dropped it into the willing hands of Jamal Adams. Second down. And the drag route is complete for Burnham, taken down by a diving Trenton Simpson. And work remains perfect to start the first quarter. Rourke hands it off to Walker. He's got a lane, breaks it back to the 30, and that is where he will stop at the number 1 overall draft pick, Stanford, who has a pick in both playoff games. Takes him down at the 30. That's a gain of 17. Good enough for a first down. Play clock down to 4 before Rourke takes the snap against a 4-man rush. He's got time, and he's got DK in a one-on-one opportunity. And this one is batted away and incomplete. Carruthers went for the pick himself, and I believe he has a pick in both games as well. So these two corners, and that's maybe been the biggest difference between the regular season and the postseason, has been the opportunistic way that the Cardinals have been playing defense. A lot of turnovers forced on that end of the field, whereas in the regular season they weren't getting a lot of turnovers. Handoff on second down. Walker cuts back, and he's met by a few black jerseys at the 35-yard line. NFC Championship game has reached the end of the first quarter. Seattle up 7-0 on Arizona, as we have a play call here, but they're not going to get off in time. So 7-0 Seahawks. When we come back to start the second quarter, they will have the ball at a big 3rd down and 5, try to keep the drive going. Live from State Farm Stadium, the NFC Championship game continues here for the second quarter. Seahawks face a 3rd and 5. And in their own territory here, they don't pick this up, they're going to have to punt the ball. As they will look over the middle. This pass is picked. Intercepted by Domani Jackson. And Jackson is still going, and you can kiss him goodbye. He slides into the end zone for a Cardinals pick 6. And we're an extra point away from being tied up. Nathan Rourke has really struggled against the blitz in the playoffs. I know he's won both the games, but the times that he has been pressured, he has made some bad decisions. And another one right there as if we're going to be honest, the only guy that wasn't open on that play is the one that he threw to. And it got picked off and taken back for a house call. So Burnham out of the back of his end zone will take this kick back, and he won't even make it to the 20. Now at the 15. And all of a sudden, after the misfortunes from Arizona on their last offensive possession, it was matched by Seattle throwing the pick six, and this game now being back to square one. And this is what we expected. I don't think anyone's going to blow one of these teams out. I expect this one to come down to the end. As this is a nice throw and a better catch. What a beautiful grab from Keyshawn Booty. Both feet down. That's going to be on Toe Drag Swag next week on NFL Network. That was a beautiful throw and even better catch. Let's get a replay on that one. 27-yard pickup, and you see it again. Look at this. My goodness. Poetry in motion. So Nathan Rourke, after delivering a dime to his number 2 receiver, will set up at the 43. Play clock down to 2 before they get the snap off. And now Rourke gearing up for a deep shot for Metcalf. And he's got him for the touchdown. DK got behind the entire Cardinals secondary, and his streak continues. 3 straight games of scoring a touchdown. And the extra point is good. So that's how you answer if you're a Seattle fan. A 2-play drive for 84 yards. DK supplying the goods as he always does. And it will go back to Arizona trailing by 7 once again. Cardinals start at the 25-yard line on their 3rd offensive possession. First 2 drives went as follows. They had a 3-and-out, and then they had a bizarre interception in the end zone to finish out their last drive. So Kyler, next throw he makes will be under duress, and then he loses the football. It is picked up by the offensive lineman, left guard of Arizona. And boy, they avoided a disastrous type of play. As you see, the D lineman for Seattle tried to get his paws on it, but he overran the coverage. It's now 2nd and long. Video play action. And Murray runs out of time. He was trying to look down the middle of the field to one of those deep post routes, but the D tackle for Seattle is able to sack Kyler Murray, and things are going in the wrong direction here, as it is now 3rd and even longer. 3rd and 28. They're just going to hand the ball off for Al Jair, and he'll get a good chunk of the yardage back, but not enough for first down yardage, as it will be 4th down. And a quick 3-and-out from the Arizona Cardinal offense. End over end kick to Burnham, retrieving it at the 29. Takes a big hit at the 37-yard line, and that's where the ball will be spotted. So again, great field position for the Seahawks as they start their 4th drive of the game. They have thrown an interception from Nathan Rourke. That was a pick 6. Touchdown to DK Metcalf. And then, of course, the first touchdown of the game. Rourke runs out of time, and it's picked! Khalil Mack! Are you kidding me? We have now had 2 pick sixes. I don't know what to say, guys. That is incredible. 2 interceptions, both returned for touchdowns. I don't know if I've ever seen one team be responsible for all 28 points and it be a 14-14 game. That's a first for me. Nathan Rourke. After that one, that was a throw out of sack turned wrong. And we are tied up again, now at 14. 6:47 left to go in this first half. It has been a wild sequence of events to start this second quarter. DK Metcalf caught a 82-yard touchdown pass 2 possessions ago, and that was only 30 seconds ago. And then they came back and gave up the pick 6 here. Here's Kenneth Walker, and he'll pick up good yardage. 32-yard line, it appears. So that's a gain of 7 for Kenneth Walker as we're under 6.5 to play in the first half. And they're continuing to keep him involved. That's one thing that Seattle is potent to do, is even if Kenneth Walker doesn't get off to a good start, you got to continue to keep the running game going, you keep that defense honest, as this will be play action. Rourke trying to slide away from the pressure. Then he'll dump it down to Sanders, who gets dumped down himself at the 33-yard line. My goodness, what a tackle. So that's the number 2 running back, Sanders, as he will trot off the field, and out comes Burnham for 3rd down and 2. Rourke, he looked to throw against the pressure, and he's looking deep down the right sideline for Booty. It's batted away and incomplete. Coverage there from Jackson. And that's been a fun matchup to watch today. Booty's made one spectacular catch, but we've seen a pick 6, and we've seen that nice PBU from Jackson to set up the punt. Here's Stanford, his own 16. Darts to the far sideline. Darts back at the 30. And then is brought down by 3 Seahawk defenders at the 33, but good return, which will give Arizona field position at the 33-yard line. 5 seconds away from hitting the halfway point of the second quarter. And with the Cardinals not putting up a single point on offense, believe it or not, 2 touchdowns from pick 6s. As Al Jair with a big run to the 37, gain of 4. Looked like it was going to be a bigger run before he got shoulder padded by Elamimian. And that was a nice tackle there. So under 5 to play now. Actually, under 4.5 to play. I always forget about the accelerated clock when I'm calling games, but 2nd and 6. Al Jair in motion here on this one. And Murray's actually going to look that direction, but deeper down the field, and McBride cannot hold on. That would have been a catch to envy, the one we just saw from Keyshawn Booty. But all those catches typically only end up on YouTube, so that one's going to be flushed out the memory pretty soon. 3rd down and 6. 4:17 now to go. Pressure from the right side, throw over the middle, caught in stride by Pittman. What a grab and what a timing pattern. Amongst pressure, Kyler Murray delivers a beautiful pass for 1st down yardage. And that is a tight window. I've been talking about it in all 3 of his games, but the throws that Kyler Murray has made this season have been in some seriously tight windows, but he's been able to find the soft spot. This time, taking the defense gives him, as McBride will have 1st down yardage. Taken out at the 30-yard line with 3:33 left in the first half. Clock will resume at the official's whistle. We're now under 3:10 and going. Inside of 2 minutes is when that will stop. Here is Sanders, Miles Sanders, a former Eagle, jukes into the hit stick of Adams, but gets another 1st down, and that's 3 consecutive plays for Arizona that have resulted in a 1st down. We got down to this area of the field on 2 possessions ago, and that ended disastrously with the interception. Let's see if they can rectify it on this possession. Quick throw. It's a screen pass for McBride, and a great open field tackle made at the 14-yard line by Elamimian, excuse me. And we won't see the Cardinals call another play here before the 2-minute warning. So, knotted up at 14 in the NFC Championship game. Winner takes on Cleveland in the Super Bowl. But for now, again, these 2 adversaries focused on getting into halftime with the lead or the game tied, depending on what side you're on. 2nd down and 5 will be from the 14-yard line. Throw to the end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. What a throw from Kyler Murray as Romeo Doubs makes the reception. His first catch today goes for 6. The extra point is good, and the Cardinals have their first lead today. And the first time their offense has pitched into the effort, as it's now a 68-yard drive that took over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Seattle will begin this drive at the 25-yard line, trailing for the first time today. Nathan Rourke with a 3-and-out on the last possession. Possession before that was a pick 6, and the one before that was a long touchdown. So it's been a full array of outcomes here for on the Seattle side.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
We're trying to change the play after seeing the defensive line up here on 1st down. He'll look to throw against this 5-man rush. And here comes that rush, and it'll force the throwaway. So really interesting defensive play that time with the 5-2 defense. You don't see that all too often anymore in Madden. But something to try to force a team to pass the ball. And again, when you see a certain formation, you know, you want to force them to throw out of that as opposed to run, I guess. But good call there from Arizona. Seattle now going to have to regroup on 2nd down and 10. There's Metcalf in the slot here on the 2nd down. And that's the direction that Rourke is going, and he delivers a dime away from the running defender. Stanford, DK, was the only one that was going to be able to catch that football, and he does. As his 2nd catch goes for a much smaller gain than his 1st one did, but 1st down yardage either way. Kenneth Walker now getting involved in the downhill hit sticks from Isaiah Simmons. They do pick up 6 yards there, but if you're Walker, I know you were creeping when you see number 9 lurking in your direction. 2nd down, Rourke will look to throw. He'll take the open man. It's Keyshawn Booty. 1st down and more as he was working on a tight end, and even on the out-of-bounds play here, you see Simmons laying some punishment, and Booty dapping up an assistant coach, it looks like, or maybe a practice squad player, not sure which one. But that was pretty cool, actually, I'm not going to lie. 62 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Seattle trying to get back into the tie ball game that we've seen for a good majority of the 2nd quarter. Kenneth Walker on the trap play. He's got a big hole. 30, 25, taken down from behind by Simmons at the 23. And clock now under 45 seconds. Nathan Rourke looking to his right. Completes a pass. That is good enough for a gain of 4. And he stayed in bounds, so Seattle will call a timeout. That was Rhymes, his 1st reception today. And here with a half minute to go in the half, if you're Arizona, I try to play a little conservatively here, as you're not going to get the ball back. You just want to try to keep them getting a touchdown. As this pass is caught for the 1st down. It's a beautiful throw. Timing pattern there, the out route from Noah Fant will push this into a 1st and goal situation as he goes out of bounds as well. So looks like this will be reviewed. Make sure he made the catch, and it was upheld. Okay. So, as you know, under 2 minutes, everything is reviewable, is triggered upstairs. So the people looking at the replay thought that play was worth reviewing, but the call will stand. So 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Seattle trailing by 7. Also will get the ball to start the 2nd half, so a chance to double dip here. Kenneth Walker finds the edge and finds pay dirt. Touchdown, Seattle. And they are now an extra point away from tying the game up. Matt Gay to make it 21-all. Does just that, kicks right down the middle. Minute 35 comes off the clock, so 22 seconds remaining here. We're tied at 21. And again, I know it's tempting if you're Arizona to try to put something together here quickly. I guess it all depends on this kickoff here. Stanford's going to take it out. Oh, and he's got a little bit of a lane here. And take it down at the 27. So if you get to the 30-yard line there, you're feeling a little bit better about it. But nonetheless, pick up 2 yards on the return. 18 seconds left. Let's see what the Cardinals go with here. We've seen teams go conservatively here. We've seen teams play it aggressively. And we've seen that work out, and we've seen that not work out. So always interested to see the play calls in these situations, as Murray's just going to dump it down to Al Jair. He'll get the 1st down, picks up the yardage needed. Now you're in business. And that's a really good approach, too. You know, most people are going to back their coverage off there, expect that deep pass. You take what the defense gives you, and you take the fact that they're 20 yards backed off the field, that you can pick up 15 and set yourself up to possibly get the field goal range here. Murray is going to have to get rid of it soon, and now he does. Pass to the back of the end zone is incomplete. And because that took 8 seconds and how long that play took, now you're going to have to go for a Hail Mary. No opportunity to get into field goal range, I don't believe. Oh, last gasp heave upcoming here for Arizona. Murray. Time, and here comes the Hail Mary. Pass will be intercepted. We have a penalty. The game cannot end a half on a penalty, so let's see what it was. Okay, something late. Illegal block in the back on Arizona. So that'll be declined, and we will go to halftime. 21-all our score. As Kyler Murray has thrown 2 interceptions again. Wouldn't put them on him. That's a Hail Mary interception, and then the first one was a drop from Gabe Davis. But both of Nathan Rourke's interceptions have been costly as they've been returned for touchdowns. And that's how we've gotten to this 21-21 tie. Third quarter underway here from Glendale, as this NFC rubber match has been a dandy thus far. 21-21, Seattle will take the first crack at it in the third quarter. Chance to separate themselves and get the lead back. They've led for a good amount of this game. Both teams have led at one point, but it's really been more Seattle. They've had more possessions, of course, because of the pick sixes. As Kenneth Walker with the X Factor will gain 6 yards to start the second half. As he's averaging 13 yards a carry. He had that highlight touchdown to start the game on that Marshawn Lynch-esque run. And since then has continued to plow through Arizona defenders.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. It's Kenneth Walker, and this time he's stuffed. He gets 2 yards though, but not enough for the first down. And it brings up a 3rd down and 2. Empty set for Nathan Rourke on 3rd down. Pressure, and it's a lofter, and it is an incomplete pass. Looked like one of those jackpot throws that you throw as a kid, playing in the backyard. Who wants it more? That time the ball was knocked away. So another nice defensive stand from Arizona. They'll get the ball back. And here's Stanford, and he will fair catch at the 17. And I'm a little surprised that there wasn't a penalty there for kick-catch interference. Madden's probably about 10 years away from putting that flag back into the game, but, well, it looked like he was hit late there, but what do I know? 21-all. Arizona's turn at it here after getting the stop defensively. This is their first possession of the second half. And in that first half, the offense got 7 points, 14 from the defense. Of course, you want to see a little bit more from the offense on this possession. In this half. As again, the winner will take on the Cleveland Browns in Super Bowl 53. Now Jair starts out the Arizona drive with a gain of 6 as he's knocked around like a pinball. 23-yard line is where the fun ended. But the Cardinals pick up 6 on that run. Sets up a 2nd and medium, 2nd and short. Murray against the 3-man rush. Buying time. Fires. And it is caught by McBride along the sideline. Feet inbounds. Official rule is a catch. That is the 4th reception for McBride as he eclipses the 50-yard mark. And for Kyler Murray, definitely a rapport that he's worked on very much this season. Murray running out of time, though. This is a backwards pass. Nope. Okay, it's an incomplete pass. Guess they're saying it was batted down. As, again, pressure causing some dangerous throws from these two quarterbacks. And it will be 2nd down. Murray looking left. He's got a man. That's Gabe Davis. And Davis took himself out the play. The user did. Oh, my goodness. That was a touchdown. And a throw that Kyler Murray, I think, put on time. It's just Davis took himself out the play. That's the 2nd time today Gabe Davis has been responsible for a missed touchdown. And, man, you want to have that one back. My goodness. So for Seattle, you are sweating bullets now. You got away with one that time. and a chance to get off the field and get your offense back out here in a game that has turned defensive so far in the third quarter. Third down. Murray, complete, and he's got enough for a first down. It's Romeo Dobbs. He has been a man that only has seen 2 receptions, but one was a touchdown, and one has been a third down conversion. It keeps this drive alive for Arizona. Miles Sanders gets the run and will gain 6. Almost gets away from Sales. Nice tackle made, though. Second down. Over the middle, and it's complete. Pittman inside the 20, so another red zone opportunity for the Cardinals, as they're now over 200 yards total. Third catch today for Pittman Jr. And Jamal Adams, along with Sales, were the 2 to make the tackle. Kyler, from the 18-yard line, will try to change the play up. Play clock down to 2. And they do just get the snap off. Hand off Rajair. He's got a first down. He's inside the 5 and taken down at the 4-yard line. Big run for Al-Jair on a play where I thought a delay of game was going to be the outcome. Instead, Al-Jair picks up 14 yards from the 18 to the 4. And it's now 1st and goal. So we look back at that third down conversion to Romeo Dobbs on 3rd and 10. That was a big play to keep the drive alive. And now over the middle, caught for a touchdown. Pittman Jr. Cardinals retake the lead on a masterful passing drive from Kyler Murray. After missing a touchdown to Gabe Davis, he comes back and hits one with Michael Pittman. And the Cardinals just completed a 9-play, 84-yard drive spanning 4 minutes and 14 seconds. So now the ball is in the court of Seattle, as Brian Burnham will not take it out of the end zone. They'll start the drive at the 25-yard line with 4:19 to go in the third quarter.
Are you in my game or in my lobby?
1st and 10 now for the Seahawks. Nathan Rourke has thrown 2 touchdown passes today, 2 interceptions. Let's see which Nathan Rourke shows up here in the second half. The drive will start with Kenneth Walker, who's been X-factored up for a bit, and this is why. Big run across the 30, and again with Walker starting out this drive the way he does so many drives, picking up 10 or more yards and keeping the Seattle offense humming. Isaiah Simmons with his 8th tackle today. He has been busy all over the field. And a lot of times those tackles have been on Kenneth Walker. So here's 1st down, Walker again. And this time here comes Simpson. Bring him down at the 44-yard line. You see Walker's numbers today, averaging over 10 yards a carry. Actually averaging over 11 yards a carry. And again, those of you that did not see that touchdown run from Kenneth Walker, definitely go back in the stream and check it out around the second possession of the game. So here's 2nd down and 6 now, under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Throw outside is caught by Metcalf, and he gets away from Budda Baker, gets away from Isaiah Simmons, and is pushed out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 3rd catch for Metcalf, and he's flirting with another 100-yard gain, as it was Jackson, who has the pick 6 today, well, one of the 2, to come down with the tackle. And it's been a back-and-forth game. Neither team has led by more than 7. Hand off to Walker, and he is pummeled right at the line to gain. He'll pick up a yard, though, as it was Trenton Simpson administering the punishment. Rourke under center here on 2nd down. Fakes the give to Walker before firing a complete pass. DK Metcalf taken down at the 12, but another 1st down, and this drive for Seattle is getting closer and closer to that end zone. And with that last catch, Metcalf over 100 yards on the day.
Play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
Cardinals scored on their red zone possession. Let's see if Seattle can do the same. Play action. Pressure. Down goes Rourke. Trenton Simpson, the former number 11 overall pick in the 2024 draft, has Arizona's first sack today, and it could not have come at a better time. So you see him working off the right edge. Turns first and 10 into second and 17. Another passing opportunity for North. He's picked by Isaiah Simmons. What a user work by Isaiah Simmons as he takes it back to the 16-yard line. And that is the third interception Rourke has thrown today. My goodness. And I am refraining from singing a really crappy version of Do You Believe in Miracles. But wow, we've seen so many red zone turnovers in this playoffs. I don't know if it's more than ever, but specifically just teams getting inside the 20-yard line and then chaos ensues. As we've hit the end of the third quarter, 10 minutes remain in the NFC Championship game between the Cardinals and Seahawks. Arizona has the ball up 7. And in a game where we've seen great passes, spectacular runs from Kenneth Walker, a couple of nice runs from Al Jair, big turnovers, pick sixes. It's been everything you'd want in a NFC Championship game. No shortage of action, no shortage of drama here today in Glendale. State Farm Stadium has put on quite a show for us here in the NFC Championship game, and hopefully it's just a sign of things to come in this final 10 minutes. Kyler now has his X Factor lit up for the first time. Second down and 5 is a handoff for Al Jair. He runs into a wall at the 22-yard line named Jamal Adams. And on 8 carries today, Al Jair has been effective, as he's been all season for these Arizona Cardinals. But right now, it's put up or shut up time if you're Arizona. Got to get these 5 yards. Don't want to give the ball right back to Seattle this early in the fourth quarter.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third.
Shotgun formation for Murray on third down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Murray uncorking a deep one for Pittman. And it's going to be picked by Woolen instead. So that's essentially a arm punt, if you will, as Seattle will take over at their 16-yard line. Third interception today for Murray, and that's going to be the first one that you can blame him for. Trying to give his receiver a chance, but he threw it too far ahead. And the speedster, Tyreek Woolen, with the interception. Tariq Woolen, excuse me. So Seattle, early onset of the final quarter, down 7. And again, this is the stuff that you dream of as an NFASL fan, is these playoff games that end in close finishes, especially the NFC Championship game, Super Bowl, as these Seahawks are no stranger to close games in the playoffs. And again, last week against the Detroit Lions, a fantastic finish in that one with the interception, again in the red zone. And instead of taking it back for 6, Icy took it down to about the 5-yard line. As Rourke will have a wide open Noah Fant, and he hooks up with him. Great catch from 87. Got it behind the linebacker. And with that with that pass, Seattle is right at midfield with 8.5 to play. Plenty of time for Seattle to tie this one up. And again, the momentum is starting to creep away from Arizona here. Let's see what they counter with defensively. Rourke running out of time and had to throw it away, and you've got to credit the pressure there. Metcalf got behind the user, and I think Rourke saw it, but he just didn't have the ability to plant and make the throw as the pressure threw him away from his spot, and by that point it was too late. That threw the ball away. So second down from the 47. Walker again with that X Factor lit up. He's going to get the ball here, and he's going to gain about 5 or so to the 48-yard line of Arizona. Again, down by 7. Seattle is in 4-down territory here, I would presume.
Down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And here's 3rd down. Cardinals showing pressure here. And one backs out. Rourke, sideline, and he throws it out of bounds. Nobody was open there. Great coverage from Arizona, and it's now 4th and decision time. As you see Rourke already calling and barking at the play to his guys. So this is going to be an 4th down opportunity. Empty spot here for Seattle on 4th and 5. Big opportunity for both teams here, of course, but Arizona up by 7. Crowd is at a fever pitch right now. 4th down. Rourke makes an adjustment here. And then looks to throw. Waits, takes his time. And then I don't see anybody open, and he's going to fire back middle, and he finds Burnham. Wow, I take it back, it's Rhymes. But my goodness, way to extend the play for Nathan Rourke, and what a throw. Oh my goodness. These are the plays you have to have. And the moments where you need it the most, to your number 4 receiver. Wow, what a play. New set of downs for Seattle at the 29. Kenneth Walker gained 3 more after picking up a miraculous 4th down. Seattle inching closer. Rourke on 2nd down and 7 as the play clock down under 5. Trying to make a quick adjustment here. And he'll go to throw it. Corner out. Nice throw and caught. Noah Fant once more. As you see, the Cardinals are persistent with leaving him alone. And when that happens, he's a nightmare for corners to guard, defensive backs, or linebackers. Here's Kenneth Walker. 1st down. Oh, nice carry. Across the 5 to the 3. As you see his gaudy numbers. That run, unfortunately, he lost the 10-yard per carry average, but right there at like 9.7. Here's 2nd and goal. Power O. Walker waltzes in. Touchdown, Seattle. And they're going to go for the extra point to tie the game. It'll be Matt Gay. For the 3rd time today, we are tied up at 28 now. 4.5 to go. 10-play drive from Seattle, including that crazy 4th down completion to Rhymes. Dixon is going to send it away. Goes out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Biggest drive of the Arizona Cardinals season awaits here. 4.5 to go, 3 timeouts remaining. And unfortunately, because it's a tie game, I don't think it's 4-down territory until you get to the opponent's 45-yard line. So this is a huge, huge set of downs. Murray dumps it down to Al-Jair. He cuts it back across the 30, and he'll gain it to the 32. Picks up 7. Under 4.5 to play. 4:15 to go now as the Cardinals are trying as much as they can to keep the ball away from Seattle. That would be a picture-perfect scenarios if you're able to take it all the way down, get into the end zone, or kick a game-winning field goal, and not give Seattle the opportunity to touch this ball again. Murray against the pressure. It's picked up. He's looking for his tight end. But either way, phenomenal grab amongst pressure. Kyler, time and time again today, has made the throws when called upon. And again, wow, that's just a spectacular grab. Now under 3.5 left. With that throw, the Cardinals are already across midfield, well within field goal range if they can get about, I'd say, 15 to 20 yards. Murray. Counter. Key block there from McBride, but the tackle's broken, and a big run from Al-Jair. Across the 35 to the 32. And if you're Seattle, now you have to start thinking about using your timeouts. Because doing the math here, another first down gets you under the 2-minute warning, and one after that would basically put the game down to the leg of the Arizona kicker.
I was literally like flipping out like this for Wallace.
Arizona taking their time before making the snap here with 3 seconds. Al-Jair, good carry here to the 25-yard line. And it looks like Seattle will let this clock run down to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, that appears to be the case here as, yep, we're hitting the 2-minute warning. Hold on, folks. We're in store for quite a finish here from State Farm Stadium. Final 2 minutes of the NFC Championship game await us. Arizona got this drive started all the way back at their own 25-yard line and have whittled this clock down to 2 minutes in field goal range right now. But again, this is where the strategy comes into play. You want to make sure that you can get a first down, but you don't want to get too many yards, because you want to make Seattle call their timeouts and not give them a chance to get the ball back. Al-Jair, he's going to get enough for the first down. Timeout called by Seattle. And now if you're Seattle, you're going to have to get a little bit more aggressive defensively. Have to force them into like a, looks like a 3rd and 12 type of situation where you know they have to pass the ball and hope for an interception. So we'll see. Kyler from the 20-yard line here, under center. Murray deciding between plays right now. He's going to switch it up. Saw a look that he likes here, so they're going to change the play. And it'll be a handoff for Algier, who breaks one tackle, but not the second. And a big play made in open space as Seattle calls their second timeout. Lawrence, the defensive back, making the tackle. So that will stop the clock with 1:52 to go. Cardinals at the 20-yard line still. Well within field goal range, trying to run this clock out. Al-Jair dragged down at the 15. That's a big run. I'll tell you why, because it turns that 2nd and 10 into 3rd and 5. That's 3rd and 10. This is a much harder situation for Arizona. Here at 3rd and 5, Seattle's out of timeouts at 1:47. You can run the ball, try to get the first down that way, know the clock's going to run, but you can also pass, go for the first down, and run that clock out, kick the game-winning field goal. So we'll see what Arizona decides. Biggest play of the day. Both teams trying as hard as they can to get back to this Super Bowl. Well, for Seattle. Arizona, this would be the first time ever making the Super Bowl. Not since the days of JB have the Cardinals seen extra time, as this pass is caught by Davis. He atones for his sins, has the first down. Clock is running as well. My goodness. When you need him, call him. He's had his moments of negativity in this game. The drop touchdown that turned into a pick. Another touchdown where he ran away from the football, but he steps up in the biggest moment of the game, makes the reception. Gabe Davis, big play. That's why they call him Big Play Gabe. Clock is running all the way down. Kyler Murray, of course, letting this clock run all the way down. Seattle out of timeout. Hands off. Al-Jair throws it backwards. Again, doing the math, Cardinals really don't even have to call a play. And that appears to be what they're going to do. They're going to trot out Tyreek Hartwell, backup quarterback, to hit the victory formation here. We just need to do it, let's see, once or twice, I believe. But either way, we're setting ourselves up for a game-winning field goal. Seattle cannot stop the clock, so that means that unless Madden has a trick up its sleeve, the kick can't be iced. We'll see. Final seconds are ticking away here for chance at Super Bowl 53. There's the kneel taken by Hartwell. And it'll take us down to the final play of the game, potentially.
I just get told not to.
Cardinals will call a timeout with 4 seconds left.
Really butterfly.
It will be a 29-yard field goal for Jonathan Garibay. No wind, we're indoors. Roof is closed. The hold is good. The kick is up, and the Cardinals are going to Super Bowl 53. At the buzzer, Coach Lon has done it, and he has made it to his first ever Super Bowl appearance in NFASL. And for the Seattle Seahawks, we will see you next season. Valiant effort. It comes up just short as Icy does not make it to the Super Bowl this season, loses the rubber match to his rival, Coach Lon. And these Cardinals and MVP Kyler Murray are going to take on the Arizona Cardinals, take on the Cleveland Browns in what we're going to call the Lon Bowl. There's 2 teams that he's been in this league. They're going to face off. For Gabe has a chance to get a second. Lon looking for ring number 1. As we have ourselves a Super Bowl for the ages set up here. Final score 31-28. And I'm going to get out your guys' hair here. Take care. We'll see you in the Super Bowl. Good luck to both teams.
One more thing.